How does one find mental clarity after they took 3 final exams? I'm pretty sure all I have left are dead brain cells. A lot of the times we aggressively chase down our goals in order to fulfill some type of ideal. We try to reach self-efficacy. It's not that great because we put off many important things. On the other hand, on the other side of the spectrum, if you're anyone like me, it's very easy to slip into bad habits, avoiding the harsh realities that we have to face every day, completely avoiding your obligations. Nonetheless, if you find yourself in either of these two circumstances, it's easy to feed into negative coping mechanisms. Because we only have a rough estimation of what's good for us and what's bad for us on the path of life, we tend to sporadically redirect ourselves. I find myself, personally, I don't know about you guys, watching a lot of self-help videos that don't really have any practicality, any substance to them. While attempting to appease these deep intrinsic longings, we tend to face many internal as well as external obstructions. Because of these interfering components, we often find ourselves trapped in the muck and mire of our overwhelmingly negative thoughts and feelings. Soon we become agitated, get angry at ourselves, and end up hopeless. The cycle can create stress and sometimes even anxiety. It creates this humongous barrier from where we are to where we want to be. While having high aims and expectations are indispensable, true meaning and purpose starts by eliminating the non-essential. Mental clarity is a state of total awareness. Sources say that when you have mental clarity, the situation you're dealing with or the matter at hand is captured in focus. The path ahead and the road beneath you are both illuminated. You aren't apprehensive, indecisive, or in a state of panic or disarray. Your mind is clean and calm, while the uncontrollable or unconscious forces in the universe revolve around your being, and you remain collected. There's something called overstimulation. It's when your mind is full of nonsense. Noise, images, irrational thought or emotional processes, all swarming your head at a fast pace. You become what you give your attention to. If you yourself don't choose what thoughts and images you expose yourself to, someone else will. From the time you wake up to the time you fall asleep, there's a likelihood that the thoughts you think in that moment are attached to what you affiliate yourself with most. Whether it's a hobby, your work, your education, a person, or social media, all without fail capture your attention in that precise moment and most likely onwards throughout the day. In this fast-paced, ultra-accessible society, many people, including myself, demand instant gratification. The use of technology has drastically expanded over the past 2 decades. Statistics show that more than half of the world's population are connected to the internet today. Studies elaborate that there is a significant lack of focus on more meaningful entities in this era of technological overload. All the most popular social media platforms, they have succeeded in capturing our attention, but simultaneously, they have robbed us the joy that comes from focusing on more meaningful entities. All in all, there are many disadvantages when you choose to become overly connected and overly stimulated. If there's anything I've learned recently, especially during this pandemic, it's to disconnect. At my part-time job, it was impossible to be on my phone. At school, I was always powered off and I focused on studying. And now that I'm in the comfort of my own home, it was easier to scroll on Instagram for 2 to 3 hours or to watch Netflix. What I've learned is to delete those apps for a couple days, 1 day, 2 days, or however many days it takes to attain a sense of mental clarity. The greatest vice in this world is apathy, but disconnection is not ignorance. Rather, it prioritizes your mental clarity, which makes you an overall better person for yourself, for your relationships, and eventually for your community. Disconnecting should also expand to other areas of your life. It's not always that you're on your phone. A lot of people are absorbed in their work. They don't really find that balance needed in order to get out of the funk they're in, whether it's a mental funk, an emotional funk. What I'm trying to say is there are many, many irrelevant factors that cloud our judgment, that make us have this foggy, muddled outlook on life. A lot of these things that we need to learn to let go of at times, they divert our attention from more enriching activities that put us where we want to go, where we want to be. And although we don't have that momentary gratification that we would if we look on Instagram, in the long run, we'll be able to function clearly and to think and to explore and to propel forward. In the description box below, I listed 2 videos that I watch whenever I'm feeling that I'm addicted to my phone. One is about the history of how the media captures your attention, and the second video is about helpful hacks you can apply today. And I find that these videos are really helpful. They don't lie to you, and if you actually take the time to meditate and marinate your mind in what they're saying, you will consider taking action, taking control. If you like these videos, please leave a like and a comment. I want to hear your thoughts on this topic. Thank you and have a great day.